So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
With the score, Eagles 14, Saints.
Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession, as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. On play action, it's Carr. It gets this complete to Shaheed. And some room to run now. Down the sideline he goes. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Carr. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
He'll find Shaheed out to the right. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that will lead to a 3rd and goal. Carr going to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The kick by McManus is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Hurts. Being chased out left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Cameron Jordan so tough to block as he gets in there to record the sack.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. Now Brown, he lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. They're going to try and throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. This short throw caught by Goddard. Dancing away at the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Back to throw again. That one thrown away from the pocket. And the officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the second quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays, because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
They'll run with Barkley, and he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Saquon Barkley taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Eagles continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Elliott now to add the extra point. And it's 21-3.
Next to score, Eagles 21, Saints 3.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Carr now to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Give him 32 on the play. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now Carr. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
They'll give him 4 yards there. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Here's Carr to throw. steps away to his left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Keely Ringo picks it off. And the Eagles are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. This is Smith with a grab. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. He'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Deep for New Orleans is Rashid Shaheed. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Saints 3.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Now Carr. He lets it go deep for Olave. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Out of the pistol look, it's Miller. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
3rd and 6.
From the gun, it's Carr. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 43.
And the Saints, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On play action, now Carr. Forced out to his left. past the 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. Oh, this one, they may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Here's Carr. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
And once more, this play going in the wrong direction. The Saints get to him behind the line again. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing is Hurts. To Barkley on the check down. Breaks the tackle, now rally. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles take a 3-touchdown lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's good for the Saints. First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Completes it to Perry. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Carr.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. To throw his Carr. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here, maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this deep.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Now a play fake. Carr. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Throwing now is Carr. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Carr. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Eagles are going to get the football back at their own 17. Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. 72 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Good gain there on 1st down and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 10 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
And in a situation like this, you're in the 2nd half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a 1st down.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Now they'll run it on the toss. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be second down. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
And they're going to motion Dotson to the left. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Play action. Here's Hurts. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 45 yards. And the Saints are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Carr will look to throw. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Quan Alexander. Well, that was almost a 4-point swing. The interception, if he had returned it all the way, would have been 2 for them, but just a little bit shy.
And when it's a play like that, you're exactly right with the math. But don't you feel like it would have counted for more if they found their way all the way back to the end zone and gotten the 2? That changes the whole momentum, doesn't it?
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this 4th quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 95 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Stopped and handed a loss by Willie Gay that time.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. A fake on the jet sweep as they'll go play action with Hurts. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. To throw, it's Carr. It's complete. Kamara. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Now 2nd down and a few inches. Throwing his Carr. And a quick throw here. That's complete. 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly a must. It's 1st and 10. Here's Carr. He lets it go deep for Olave. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Here's 1st and goal. Now Carr. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And the Eagles are going to get it back here just past the 35. So certainly a big mistake there, Charles. 1st and goal, and they throw the interception.
Oh, that's just agonizing for a team because you still got at least 2, maybe 3 downs in your pocket. So if it's not there on 1st down, there was no sense in trying to force something. Instead, they turn the ball over.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball and continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And that should do it. He's got a 1st down. And the Eagles, they can run it out from here. It's a gain of 6, and that ought to just about do it. Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. And the Eagles season will continue at least one more week. Thanks for watching, and so long, everybody. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Till next time, we say so long from the Bayou.